Kristen, hey sis, could you please get out of bed? I've got this crazy craving for some sweets right now.
Seriously, Camilla? Do you even know what time it is? It's the middle of the night. And you're requiring me to get out of bed?
Yeah, I know it's 3 a.m., but this baby bump is begging for a strawberry shortcake. I gotta satisfy these pregnancy cravings.
I hate to break it to you, but there's no bakery open at this hour in our little town. It's a lost cause right now.
It's okay, I'd be happy with just something from the grocery store. Just make sure it's a strawberry shortcake, alright? No chocolate or cheesecake will do. It has to be strawberry.
Look, Camilla, I get it. I promise I'll get you that cake as soon as the sun's up. But for now, I really need to catch up on some sleep. It's been a long night, and I've got another busy day tomorrow. I really need to get some sleep.
No jokes here, Kristen. I'm seriously craving some cake right now. Your busy work life isn't my concern at the moment. Just go to the store and get me some now.
All right, I'll ask Raymond to go. He's off tomorrow and can afford to lose a little sleep.
If Raymond's off tomorrow, let him sleep. You're the one I'm asking, you know. Please, just do this for me.
I'm sorry, Camilla, but I'm really tired. I need to sleep.
Ugh, hurry up, or I might fall back asleep, and then both me and the baby will be hungry. And could you grab some orange juice too?
Wait a minute, Camilla. Have you seen my purse and wallet? I couldn't find them at the market today. You were looking through my stuff last night, right?
Oh, right. Sorry about that, LOL. They're in my room, so you can get them later.
Huh? Wait a minute. Why are my purse and wallet in your room?
I just needed to feel a little less stressed, so I went shopping with your credit card. But don't worry, I'm done now, and you can have them back.
You used my credit card for your shopping spree?
Yes, the doctor said I should avoid stress. So I used your card to relax a bit.
Huh? Can you tell me how much you spent?
I didn't really keep track, but I bought some nice things for myself and the baby, and some fancy food too.
Wow, Camilla, that sounds like a lot. How much did you spend?
Just a couple thousand, but don't worry, you'll get a bonus this month that should cover it.
A couple thousand? Do you think it is a little amount? That's a lot, Camilla. You need to pay me back for all of this.
Pay you back? What on earth are you talking about? Why should I pay you back, huh? If I knew you'd ask, I would have used my own credit card.
Are you truly under the impression that I shall bear the financial burden of your whims?
Actually, are you not my sister by law? It is only fitting that you contribute to the fulfillment of your elder siblings' desires.
I'm at a loss for words now. Must I really finance your whims simply because you claim seniority in our familial ties?
Most assuredly, you must. What is so confusing to you, Kristen?
I get that shopping can be a stress buster during pregnancy, but isn't the credit card your husband gave you enough for that? You're supposed to use it while you're staying here, right?
Well, that card is from my husband's side of the family. It's meant for serious stuff, not just any shopping spree. I can't just blow through his hard-earned money, especially when we're saving up for the baby.
Are you kidding me?
But when it comes to your money, I don't see why I should hold back. After all, I'm the queen bee in this house, so your finances are pretty much at my disposal. Your credit card is just an extension of my shopping hand.
That's some twisted thinking. We're supposed to be equals in this family, connected by marriage, not bloodlines. Do you really think you can just take over my finances without even asking?
Enough with the lectures. I was just trying to ease my stress, not cause a family drama. I came back to this family home expecting some support during my pregnancy, not a financial interrogation.
This is crazy talk, Camilla.
Look, I came back to my family's home to have this baby, and everyone here, including you, should be supporting me. Since you're the newest member of the family and living under my parents' roof, it's kind of your job to help me out.
So what? You're saying that no matter how much you spend with my card, or how many times you wake me up for your late-night cravings, I'm just supposed to keep quiet? Just because I'm not a blood relative, I should bear the brunt of it? Raymond, this is the last straw. You need to deal with her now.
Hold on, what happened?
I've been pouring my heart out to you, haven't I? Your sister's antics are driving me up the wall. She's completely ignoring how I feel and just keeps demanding more and more. And now she's gone and charged a fortune on my credit card without even asking me. It's outrageous.
No way. She did what?
Yes, and when I confronted her, she just shrugged it off, saying she needed to de-stress. Then she throws in my face that she's the youngest wife here, so apparently that means she can do whatever she wants with my stuff. Well, I'm not putting up with it anymore.
Let's not lose our heads, okay? I understand you're upset, but we've got to remember she's pregnant. That's got to count for something, right? Maybe she's not thinking straight with all the hormones and stress.
Not thinking straight? She's not even sorry. She's practically maxed out my card. I even talked to your mom about it, hoping she'd take my side.
You talked to Mom?
I thought she'd get it, you know? She's been in my shoes, married into this family. But no, she just took your sister's side, saying a little selfishness isn't such a big deal. Do you have any idea how mad I am right now? Your own family is telling me to just suck it up.
I guess I should have seen this coming. Looks like you're just going to have to put up with Camila for now.
So that's it? You and your mom think I should just smile and bear it, no matter how ridiculous she gets. I'm at my wit's end, Raymond. If I'm on my own in this, then I'll just have to sort it out myself.
Just take a moment, okay? I see how hard this is on you. But maybe you're blowing things a bit out of proportion. She used your card to make herself feel better. What's the big deal? The money she spent is nothing compared to making sure the baby's okay, right?
I can't believe you're saying this.
Look, challenges like this are a chance to grow stronger. That's what those self-help books say. Stick it out and you'll come out tougher on the other side.
You can't be serious. This is the toughest thing I've ever faced, and you're giving me self-help cliches?
I've got to get back to work, but think about it. Maybe when you go through pregnancy yourself, you'll see where she's coming from. For now, just try to keep the peace, alright? Hang in there.
Hey, Kristen, I heard about you tattling on me to my brother and my mom. You had been telling them about how I'm such a selfish woman who doesn't care about your feelings.
I never said that. But I did make it very clear to them that I was tired of being taken advantage of by you all the time. I understand that you are stressed right now from being pregnant, but you are not going to use that as your reason for treating me like I'm some kind of slave to this family.
Wow, why are you being such a witch now? Are you not going to help out your sister-in-law even though she is going through so much pain having to carry this baby? And you got my mom and brother involved in all this now?
Well, beware that even though I went and talked to them about this, neither one of them seemed to care. So that was a total waste of time for me. No matter how much I tried expressing my concerns to them, they both told me to shut up and deal with it. So it seems nobody's really that worried about me.
And that was totally right of them. I mean, this is my family's house, right? Not your family's house. No matter how much stress you're having, my family will always care for me first. I just got a message from Raymond a little bit ago saying, for me to not worry about what you're saying, and to do as I please with you.
Is that right?
And even my mom has been saying the same things to me, which means from now on, with the power of my family backing me up, I'm going to use you as the slave you are to all of us. I'm the daughter of this family, and all you are is my little brother's stupid wife. So you are going to shut the hell up, and you are going to be the slave I've always wanted you to be. And if you ever try going against me and tattling like that again, I'm going to have my brother divorce you.
We're already divorced, though.
What?
So that would mean I can go ahead and ignore you now? I no longer have to be your slave. And I'm free to do as I please now. And as for the money you stole from me, I'm getting it back from Raymond. I really don't care how much you think I'm being a total witch right now, because I am no longer a part of your family and have nothing to do with you.
What? Wait a second. What do you mean? You're already divorced from Raymond? When the hell did you and him get a divorce?
I just got divorced from him only a second ago. I asked my work if I could take the rest of the day off. Then I made a sprint over to the courthouse and handed in the divorce paperwork I had.
Huh? Just a few seconds ago?
I have recently been carrying those divorce forms with me every day to work. And of course, I made sure that your brother was aware of that as well. So please, don't think that I did this all without him knowing, because he was the one to fill out and sign his parts.
But why have you been holding on to divorce paperwork that both you and Raymond signed, huh? Does this mean that for a while now, you both have been at arms with each other? I never knew about any of it. But you both have been talking about divorce for a while then.
Before you came back to your parents' house, he and I had a very healthy and loving relationship. There was never a time that he and I brought up getting a divorce. But for the longest time, I have held on to a copy of our divorce papers, signed and ready to be handed in. When he and I moved into his parents' house, he and I signed them.
Huh? When you moved in with my parents?
Your father had passed away, and your mother was left to live alone, right? Well, your brother said that as her son, he wanted to live with her long term. He even begged me to stay in this house longer with your mother, and got on his hands and knees to do so. But in the end, it was too much anxiety for me to want to live with your mom long term. It was all right when your father was around, but her by herself? But to convince me that it would be completely fine living here long term, he signed a divorce form and told me to do the same, saying that he would make sure my life in this house with your mother and him would never make me want to get a divorce. He told me that the signed paperwork was meant to show me that I could trust him and to act as a sort of incentive for him to keep being a good husband.
What?
So, after seeing him hand me the paperwork, I had no choice but to say yes. And he showed me he really wanted my trust to live in this house longer. But seeing him now, I think he's totally forgotten about the divorce papers he signed. Because recently, I have really wanted to divorce him. He told me back when he handed me those papers that he'd never make me want one. But here we are.
So you've handed in those papers already, right? So you've really gone ahead and ended the relationship you and he had?
Yes, because I don't need a man in my life who forgets how to take care of his wife. And so, because of that, I no longer need to listen to you. I will no longer listen to your selfish crap any longer. So, keep it coming and waste that time. I'm no longer listening. And your excuse of being pregnant isn't going to gain you any leverage anymore.
You really think you can talk back to me like that now, do you? I'm a bit surprised that you've already divorced Raymond, but it has nothing to do with me. If anything, having you get the hell out of the house now will put my stress level at 0. If you've really gone and divorced him, then get going and leave my parents' house.
What's that? I'm not going to be leaving this house. After all, your parents' house is now mine.
What? What the hell did you just say? There's no way this house is all yours now. It belongs to my mom now.
Well, if you didn't already know this, recently my name was put on this house. Both the house and the land it's on are under my name now. So, in other words, this place is mine.
Huh? What do you mean your name is on it now? My mom got both the house and the land from my father when he passed away. So why the hell do you think you have your name on all of it?
Well, your mom happened to change the name on both the house and land to me.
What? My mom did that.
It wasn't just your brother. That changed after you came back home to have the baby. Your mom used to be very kind to me and saw me as her real daughter. But the moment you came back home, she changed for the worst, like Raymond. And now she's just like you, asking that I shut up and do all that you ask me for. But before you came back, your mother had put my name on this house. She told me that things like the taxes and payments on the house were too much for her to deal with, and asked that I handle them. And in order to kind of force me into it, she changed the name on the place to mine.
What? Are you for real?
So that means with this divorce, all of you need to get out of my house. So you all get together and start gathering your things before I have you all out of this place. Because starting today, that house is now mine. The rest of you no longer have the right to live there.
Hey, you're lying about handing in those divorce papers, right? I just got a random call from my sister who seemed to be very freaked out by you saying something like that to her. There has to be some kind of misunderstanding here, or at the very least, the joke.
When it comes to the divorce paperwork, I really did hand them in. It was the same papers that I've held on to this whole time. So, starting today, you and I are no longer a couple.
Well, what? Wait a minute. Why'd you hand in those papers like that all of a sudden?
You thought this was out of nowhere? I told you earlier that I'd been approaching my limit with everything, right? But as I kept coming to you for help, every time you grew closer and closer to your mom and sister, you seemed to not care anymore about the way I felt. And I could see that wasn't going to change. So that's why I got this divorce.
What the hell? You handed in our divorce papers just because you're mad with my sister and you're going to say the divorce was justified because I didn't care about your feelings? We're not freaking kids anymore, so you can't say things like that as your reasoning. You're a freaking idiot or something. Why would you use that reason for ending the love that we both had with one another?
The only idiot here is you, Raymond. I was begging for your help, and yet you ignored all my pleas. So don't blame me for wanting a divorce after seeing you leave my side. You need to be blaming yourself for doing things that led me to want a divorce.
But that was because my sister's pregnant right now. I want to think about the baby she has and all the pain she has to go through.
Well, if you happen to care about her and the baby more than your own wife, I'm glad we got this divorce. Now you can focus all your attention on her and the baby and never have to worry about how I'm doing. I think we should both be happy about the divorce. Well, now by the end of the day, I'd like you to have all of your things together and be ready to leave the house. I'm going to stay the night somewhere else tonight so that I don't have to come home to you all crying and whining when I'm back home tomorrow. Not one of you better be in the house still, all right?
Wait, I said please. Christine, I actually didn't know your name was put on the house either by my mom. Can you please at least give my mom back the house and the land? I'll accept the divorce. But please don't take the house. It's not yours to have.
No way, Raymond. I don't have to give you anything back.
Huh?
I'm not as nice of a person as you think. If you were a better husband to me, then maybe I would be giving you the house and land back, but you weren't. So I'm going to meet you at your level, and I'm going to keep the place.
You kidding me? Then this means we'll have to leave the house? My sister is supposed to be having a baby next month. My mom's turning 60 years old this year.
I'm not going to care about what happens to those who never bothered to care about what happened to me. Now that's all I have to say. Since this is my first divorce, I think I'm going to have something nice to eat for dinner as a celebration.
Kristen, I'm begging you, you've got to do something. This is urgent.
What's all this noise about? Why are you still here? I thought you'd be halfway to your place by now. Finally, some peace and quiet for me.
We had to come back, Kristen. After what you said, it was clear I couldn't stay at your place. So here we are, my mom and brother in tow.
So, everyone's crammed into your little house now, huh?
It's a mess. The house is tiny, just 2 rooms and a kitchen. There's no way we can all fit, especially with the baby coming. I told them to find somewhere else just for the night, but they refused to leave. They blame me for everything, and now they're insisting on staying.
But isn't it partly your fault? Why not let them bunk with you for a bit?
You're not hearing me. There's no space. And with the baby almost here, things are tense.
But think about it. Having your family close by means extra hands when the baby arrives. That's got to be a relief, right?
Relief? My husband is livid. He's so angry, he's talking about divorce all because of this mess you've caused.
Seriously?
He was stunned when we all showed up out of the blue. I tried to explain, but he's furious. He says he can't imagine raising a child in this chaos.
Maybe he's got a point. It sounds like he's just being honest.
Honest? He's talking about leaving, taking the baby with him. He says I won't have any part in raising our child.
Well, considering your recent actions, can you blame him? You've made some questionable choices, Camilla.
But I'm the mother. And now he wants to take my baby away the moment it's born. My own family won't even get to meet them. He says the next time we'll talk is when he comes for the baby.
Then you need to sort things out with your family fast.
I've tried, but they won't budge. They say they have nowhere to go and it's all my fault. Please, Kristen, I'm desperate.
I don't see why I should step in to clean up your mess.
Christine, I'm begging you. Let's try again. Let's rebuild what we had. Even my mom's rooting for us. I swear I've changed. I won't give you any reason to leave me again. Just one more chance?
Raymond, it's impossible. I can't let you back in. It's over.
Don't do this, please, Christine. I'm nothing without you.
You're stronger than you think. Remember what you said? Tough times make you stronger. You've got all that wisdom from your self-help books, right? Use it.
You can't be serious.
I am. And don't worry about the old family house. I'll take good care of it. Now go. Enjoy your life with the people who are still in it. The weight of the world was on Camilla's shoulders, and it took its toll. Her baby arrived a whole month early. A tiny life born too soon. Her husband, true to his word, swept the newborn baby away to his parents after just a few days in the ICU. Since then, Camilla's world had been void of her baby's presence. Meanwhile, Raymond and his mother have overstayed their welcome at Camilla's place. She's pleaded time and time again for them to leave her in peace, but they're relentless, demanding she foot the bill for their new abode. They blame her for the mess, insisting she owes it to her husband to fix it. And then, the final blow, her husband declares there's no mending what's broken, suggesting a divorce as the only way out. Now, Camilla stands at a crossroads. Is this the end of the road with her husband? Or will she find a way to gather the funds and carve out a new beginning for her mother and brother? Only time will tell.